Bill O Brien speaks on how he ran the Texans into the ground. Let's talk about it.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, we back in this thing. Omar, what's going on, brother?
Hanging out, man. I just I'm glad you called me too, because I was getting washed on Fortnite, and I was like, you know what, I need something else to do. So.
Man, them kids, bro. Them kids, they have no remorse whatsoever. Like
none. And it's bad enough that it was my 7-year-old and my 9-year-old who were just murdering me right now. So I was like, all right, I think it's time.
That's it's summer. That's literally the scope of that mental bandwidth, bro. They put all that energy into that so they can mark you, bro.
You know what's funny is that yesterday they got home. They had dentist appointments yesterday, so they didn't go to they usually go to VBS in the summer, and they didn't go yesterday because they had dentist appointments. So I gave them some leeway because they had to have some cavities filled and stuff like that. So it wasn't necessarily the best, dentist visit. So I gave them leeway. I let them pretty much play video games and iPad and stuff all day. I didn't bother them. I didn't do anything, right? But today, when they got back, I shut off the internet to all their stuff. And I was like, you guys are going to go outside. You're going to get some sun. You're going to go swim. You're going to go.
Let's go.
Go do something else. Go do anything you want to do. And then later on tonight, I'll have a little bit of free time. All three of us can get on and we can go play some Fortnite. And so they were cool with that. But I guess the fact that they hadn't been on all day, they've been antsy. And they showed me no mercy, man. Like I think I got maybe like 2 kills. It was just ridiculous. But it was good, man. It's just been hanging out.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Got to put in that time with the kiddos, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
you got to practice though. You got to practice. So you can't let them have dominance over you.
I can't.
Any aspect of life, man.
Now, if they want to break out GoldenEye 64, that's a whole nother. They want to
fucking go.
They want to break out some Mario Kart or something like that.
Come on, bro.
They got nothing,
you got to. If you break out the 007, you gotta hit up your boy so I can go there and get that four. I want some of that action. For sure, man. For sure. Man,
put it on pause so we can dance a little bit to that song.
Best intro screen, best pause screen music.
Oh, for sure,
ever in a video game, and it's not.
They had no business. They had no business going that hard on that pause screen music like that.
Oh man, welcome Texans fans. You already know where you at, man. You rocking with Tricky and Omar and the Bull Run Sports podcast, man. Like I say, you will find other Texans podcasts out there. They're gonna give you some real information. It's gonna be good. They ain't gonna be nowhere near as entertaining, man. So that's what we're rocking with right now. Yo, today we're talking about this fat bastard butt chin having ass motherfucker.
Butt chin.
Dog. Oh man, he recently made some comments on a podcast or interview that he had with, I guess, I don't know who the hell he was talking to, maybe a Penn State old alumni or whoever it was, man. But anyway, that was a certain portion of it where they asked him about his time with the Texans. Man, you wanna just run the clip, man? So we can get people context. Maybe this ran under the radar for Texans fans, man. We'll give them some context of what we're talking about.
Yeah, just an interesting little conversation that he had. I have no idea who these two guys are. Next up with Adam Brenham.
I don't know. Probably some kids that he raped in Penn State. I don't know.
Penn State.
Talk about when you did take over as the GM at Houston.
Yeah.
Talk about that whole experience, because it's like you've highlighted. Like I feel like that's a really tough gig.
Yeah.
And you're putting a lot on your plate.
Yeah.
And you've talked about your maturation process, and I'm sure there's things at Penn State that have happened.
Yeah.
And each step of the way. But when you stepped into that, what were your expectations? And then I guess what would you learn coming out of that?
Yeah, that was a tough time in Houston. We were a good team. We made some decisions relative to the organization to try to fill the GM role. We went after some guys. We couldn't get them. And at the end of the day, we went a full year, I think, without a GM, really.
Yeah.
Myself and another guy did it.
Trash.
And then there was a year where they were like, well, we're just going to would make you the GM. So in the end, that's not who I am. That's another lesson learned, right? Like, I didn't really enjoy being the GM. I didn't enjoy negotiating contracts. I in some respects, I lost relationships with some of the guys that I was coaching, because I didn't really enjoy that.
Mixing
in
money,
my opinion.
Yeah.
Real quick, guys, I have a free $100 deposit bonus for you from Prize Picks with my code Adam.
All
It was
right.
fun.
Funny. I lost relationships with some of the guys that I was coaching, because I didn't really enjoy that.
Mixing
in
money,
my opinion, there's very few guys in the history of football that can ever do that.
Yeah.
And they're the greatest of the greats. And, I feel like I'm a good coach. I know how to coach. I think you guys know that. But those things I'm not great at. I can evaluate.
Yo, is it me or did his butt chin turn into just a pair of testicles? I mean, it is so pronounced now. Like it's gotten worse.
They sagging, bro.
It is so bad.
Oh my God.
Talent. I know how to evaluate talent, but I shouldn't be negotiating contracts and things like that. So in the end, that was a mistake by me. And I wish I really didn't do that, to be really honest with you. I said, Bill Belichick, he was great at it. Andy Reid, I know he's got Brett Veach, but those guys, Vince Lombardi, those guys,
short list.
It's a short list. And so, I just think that for me, keep the main thing the main thing.
Yeah.
Be a coach, and that's what I love to coach. I love to be in this meeting room and be the coach. We did look when we were running it at the Houston Texans. Yeah, we made some controversial decisions, but we made some good decisions too. We traded some top picks for Laremy Tunsil. Laremy Tunsil is one of the greatest left tackles in the history of the game, in my opinion. He still plays there. I don't think he gave up many sacks this past year.
No, he ain't.
So
bro.
there's other examples of guys that we brought in there that were really good players that we made decisions as when I was general manager or when I was doing it with somebody else. So it wasn't like it was all terrible. Now,
he can't even say
the
narrative
narrative is it's terrible.
He's stuttering all over because he knows it's all bullshit.
Yeah, he's kind of all over the place with it. I mean, look, you got to remember, you almost have to remember when it was that Bill Belichick came in. Bill Belichick came in post Gary Kubiak.
Oh, you mean O'Brien?
Sorry, O'Brien. My bad.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. If we had Bill Belichick, we'd be having a different conversation.
Sorry, I meant Bill O'Brien. I mean, he was post Kubiak, right? So we were coming off of whatever that whole era was, right? And then we get old butt chin over here. Arguably the worst era of Texans football, would you say?
Well, yeah, but because of what he did to tear it all down, Omar, I'm gonna be honest with you. He almost had me drinking the Kool-Aid, bruh. It was this thing. The team, it was a good team, right? It was a well-constructed team. We had Deshaun Watson, we had DeAndre Hopkins, we had Will Fuller, obviously J.J. Watt, a little part of this time we still had Arian. It was a good thing. We even had Andre Johnson there for a stint, in his tenure. So he had all the pieces to make a good team. Right. But he came in and just did a horrific job. So it's almost worse, right? It's like, man, when you got a bad chick, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you like, oh man, it's a bad one. I love this girl, bruh. This is amazing. But then when she goes psycho on you and do some like nutty shit or cheat or something like that, it makes it that much worse. Like if you didn't have a bad one and you were just single or whatever, you're not missing something. But when you got a bad one, bro, we had a bad one, dog. We had a bad chick, man. And
he drafted Jadeveon Clowney in his first
man as GM.
GM/coach GM.
Dude, I hate the way that he's phrasing it, man, trying to make light of it. Like, all the shit wasn't his fault. Like, oh, for a little bit we didn't have, but he wanted that situation. He wanted to be. Speaking of Bill Belichick, he wanted to be Belichick so bad because Belichick was over there in New England doing it. Make no mistake, no matter what Butt Chin says, he wanted that situation.
They all did, though. Yeah, they all, especially those that come from that tree, right? Like anytime they come from that tree, they are always trying to prove that that they came from that system, from that place, and that they now have that pedigree, so that they can do the things that Belichick can do, right?
Exactly.
And so, but in this interview, he's basically saying, like, look, I just wanted to be a coach. They made me be the GM, and I didn't have any say in the matter. It's like
bullshit.
He's like, and in hindsight, I'm a terrible GM. I'm a good coach. It's like, well, okay. I mean, here's the other thing too. To play devil's advocate, I mean, you got to remember who owned the team at the time.
You gonna defend Butt Chin?
I'm not going to defend him. I'm not going to defend him, but Papa McNair was an idiot, right? I mean,
I don't disagree. You know what
I'm saying? Like I don't rest in peace and all due respect to the McNair family, but the fact of the matter is that he was trying to be Jerry Jones, and it doesn't work that way, right? He didn't put the right people in place to make the right moves that were necessary to take us to the next level, and because of that, he made moves like giving Bill O Brien the GM role, right? Like between him and a couple other guys, and then ultimately just saying like, "Hey, you're the GM coach now."
Well, let's think about that timeline, Omar. I mean, was this after his passing, or even if it was, or even if it wasn't? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
man, he was still sick, right? So it probably was the thing where he's like, "Look, everything was already kind of handed over to Cal. If we're gonna blame anybody, we got to blame your boy, Baby Huey, for making these decisions, and not only making a terrible decision to give Bill O'Brien all the reins to the team, but also the Jack Easterby of it all, bro. Like bringing him in and that whole situation.
Yeah, Bob McNair didn't pass until 2018.
Okay.
And Cal didn't take over until 2019. So, I mean, there was. I mean, O'Brien was there since 14, I think, 2014 to 2020. So, I mean, right about the tail end of that.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it obviously, I just think it was a thing, man. Papa McNair sick. He not really. He clinging on to his life, bro. He not really caring about what the hell the team is doing. Cal, I think, was probably the one most likely pulling the strings on, not doing an extensive GM search, because as Butchin was saying, he's like, oh man, we had some guys that we wanted to bring in. I think they were actually eyeing Nick Caserio at the time, but Caserio decided to stay in New England. And it's like, dude, if you're putting all your eggs in that basket, first of all, terrible job on you. You need a GM of the team.
Right.
I think Brian Gaines was there for a small stint.
That's what he was talking about.
Yeah, I think they were butting heads, bumping chins, whatever they were doing, bumping bellies, and they he like B.O.B. ran him out of town, man. Like I say, everything he was saying was just like a fabrication of his truth, his own narrative that he's trying to push. That I think is just so far from the truth. He's trying to like save face, which is like natural human nature, right? You always try to present yourself in a better light. But
I mean, where is he at now? He's at Boston College. Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's not like he went on to do bigger and better things. I'm trying to figure out when was the inmates in the asylum comment.
Yeah, man, that was atrocious, man.
Because that was
a black eye on our. That was a black eye.
That was, but and the reason why I'm looking for it is I think that was kind of during the time in which they really decided, okay, we need to you all right, Papa McNair, you need to go sit down and have your medicine. You know what I mean? Like I think that was kind of what's going on. That was kind of what's going on with him. But I gotta imagine that was right before 2020, maybe 2019, 2018.
Yeah, it definitely made a bad time worse, right?
2017. It was 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, 2017. So
Man,
I mean,
yeah.
again, the timing, right? It's like what a shit show, you know? Like to be like you come in, you got to be the coach and the GM, and then you got your owner saying some racist shit, and then you know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, I get what you're saying. Playing the devil's advocate, I'll give you that.
That's what I'm saying. It's a chaos, right?
Yeah, an already chaotic situation.
Right.
But let's touch on what he was saying. I mean, he was obviously trying to get the guys that were interviewing him to like back him up when he's like, oh, I wasn't a great GM, but obviously I was a great coach. And they were silent as hell.
Yeah.
This is the same guy. This was the same guy who pretty much trained Bryce Young before coming into the NFL. Look at this. In the NFL. And not only that, like Bryce had a pretty good college career, right? So I'm not gonna put all that on him. I'm joking around, but dog, I was literally online trying to book tickets to the AFC Championship game, and this is the coach that blew a 24-0 lead against the Chiefs.
Yeah,
don't give me that. I was such a great coach. Shit, man. Texas haven't been to an AFC Championship game. Every other team in the AFC South has been there. He would hang his hat so hard on the fact that I think what he would always say he won 5 AFC South championships. Meaning not championships, but just won a division title. I'm sorry.
Titles, right?
Yeah, and it's like we done with that shit, bro. Like
2015, 2016, 2018, and 2019. So he won 4 of them, division titles.
Yeah, we don't care.
have yet to win a conference championship or a league championship, obviously, but playoff appearances were 15, 16, and 18, and 19. I think he exited in 20, right? Like right before 20, because then we had Lovey after that, right?
Yeah, during the season, they gave him the axe.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
But it was like too little, too late.
Right.
Honestly, watching this interview, Omar, it's too soon. It's too soon.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's like an ex coming to try to tell you. I keep comparing it to a relationship, but that's how I feel. This was a bad relationship. This was a bad breakup. I'm not ready to sit down and talk with you, bro.
Exactly. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear about you right now. I don't need to, you know what I mean? Like I got the closure I needed. I don't want to go through this again. I've already done my therapy about this. This is not. I don't want this brought back up. We don't need to be dredging up the past.
But, and we with a new chick now.
And we're happy.
We're happy.
We're in a happy, healthy relationship.
we don't need you coming stirring pot, causing drama and shit, man. Go on about your business. But that, I don't like that guy, man. Let's be real. Let's be real, man. I think the one big thing that people are extremely pissed off with him about, his obviously is the DeAndre Hopkins, getting him out of town, man. But even before that, bro, it started. You could say it possibly started with Andre Johnson. He kind of unceremoniously got Andre Johnson out of here.
Right.
That sucked. That left a sour taste. Andre didn't like when he was talking to him, man, and BLP was telling him what his role was going to be. And Andre was like, nah, man, I still got game. I still got something to take. Right. So we had to watch Andre go play for the enemies, He
exactly.
The Titans and the Colts, man. And then Dwayne Brown. He botched the Dwayne Brown situation, which left us with a giant hole at left tackle. And he mentioned in this interview, He's
like, I drafted Laremy Tunsil. Well, you had to.
You had to.
You messed it up.
Bro, he went out and got him from Miami, but oh my God, what a terrible deal he negotiated. He pretty much handed Laremy Tunsil all the leverage in the world for him to get an outrageous contract and just entirely rape the Texans cap, bro. It's one of the worst deals ever. Obviously, yeah, like you say, we got to have a left tackle. Like, you can't play the season without a left tackle, and he caused the freaking hole to be there. And went out of desperation.
For Laremy Tunsil, we gave up. Where the hell is? I just had it. There it is. 2020 first round pick, 2021 first round pick, 2021 second round pick, and then a couple of no names. And then we received Tunsil and Stills, and a 4th round pick for 2020 and a 6th round pick for 2021.
But it was a thing.
Stills ended up not being a whole lot with us either. I was actually kind of excited about Stills.
Yeah, I was too.
But it ended up being nothing.
He played all right. That season.
But there was nothing of consequence though. When you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's not the big thing. Yeah, we gave up a ton of draft capital already in that deal, right? But correct me if I'm wrong, man. And if you're listening, holler at us in the comments. And if you want to break down the whole deal, because I'm just kind of trying to go off memory. It was like a 1-year deal, Omar.
Right, it was.
Like you brought him in, so it's like the next season. There's no guarantee that he's gonna stay. The only way to get him to stay is you gotta back up the fucking Brinks truck to his front door, and he knows that going in, with this deal. And it's like, you gotta pay him, man.
I think $75 million. We made him the highest paying, I think.
The only thing that I would say is just thank God, man. He does live up to the money. He is, I think, arguably the best left tackle in the game right now. So, thank goodness he did live up to it, and he's playing well, and the money makes sense. But at the time, bro, it was a terrible deal. That's what you get from a non-GM, which Bill O Brien was. I mean, it was just awful.
Yeah, so in 2020, we ended up having to give him a 3-year, $66 million deal. And then just recently, I think back in March, we gave him a 3-year extension, $75 million.
Yeah.
So
he a baller,
I mean, he's worth every penny, in my opinion, right? I mean, he's especially now, right? Because he's protecting such a precious asset. That is our boy CJ. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, hey, I patched a hole in the wall for you. It's like, okay, well, you put that hole there. So, like, thanks for patching the hole. But remember, you're the one that punched the hole in the wall.
Look at this fire I put out.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's like, wait a second. You literally still have the matches in your hand. It was you that started that fire, you idiot.
Oh, yeah, man. You can't make this shit up, bro.
No, you
it's
can't.
Like, it's too soon. Like, as a Texans fan, I don't think anybody watched that shit with a straight face and not laughing, bro, just like crying and cringing and just mad, like viscerally, like watching him like lie. Or try to, like I said, paint this narrative.
It's like it like, yeah, exactly. Like he knows who he was talking to, right? Like, he wasn't talking to anybody that's a Texans fan, because you were in the house, you know what I mean? Like, you were here. We know what happened. We were there, right? We saw what happened. And people may forget, but we didn't forget.
Man, we ain't forget, bro. Like I say, I'm not past it. I don't want to hear his ass right now. Man,
funny the timing though of which he decided to come out and be on some. I don't know. That's just kind of weird, man. Because it's like, why now? Like, you're at Boston College. Why did they interview you? What was the point of that?
Yeah,
I guess I might have to go back and watch the whole thing just to see what.
That's all you, bro. I ain't watching that shit. About. That's the last I want to see his ass the entire season. I'm good. You a better man than me.
So I guess I'm reading right now the kind of the synopsis of the channel. It's college sports. So
yeah, it was a 3-minute clip. Like I said, I think they did an entirety, maybe like an hour plus interview. He spoke 3 minutes on his time at the Texans. Obviously, that's going to come up Oh my God, these are the comments.
The comment is hilarious. Look at this. It says the real answer would have been, "I fucked up." Hashtag Texas Ages. We good now. Bill O'Brien ruined what Kubiak, Wade Phillips, and Rick Smith built. Oh man, remember Rick Smith? Man,
yeah,
big Wade.
Remember how we complained about Rick Smith, bro?
Right.
Like compared to Bill O'Brien, Rick Smith was a genius.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure.
He did really well on his first round picks, man. I mean,
somebody said, and this is exactly why he does not deserve another NFL job. No accountability. This damn fool gave up DeAndre Hopkins because he didn't like him.
Bro, yes, we didn't even touch on that. I mean, the reasoning that kind of came out and was rumored was that DeAndre Hopkins wanted to like bring his kids and baby mamas to practice, which, okay, I get it. You know, like, you probably shouldn't do that. It's not professional. But you don't run the guy out of town. You don't run your best receiver out of town for something like that. Right. You want it to be Belichick so bad, man. That was the kind of shit that Belichick would do. But Belichick was actually a good coach, a good GM that could do that kind of stuff.
See, look, somebody's saying exactly. A Texas boss 5877 said, "Man, get out of here, O'Brien. You wanted to be the head coach, offensive coordinator, and GM. You remember he was calling plays too with that big old Denny's menu."
That's true. Bro, you sometimes you bite off more than you can chew, you know, and that's leadership is about delegation and putting the right people in the right places. He's proven that he's a poor leader, you know, by doing that, trying to have all those things under his cap.
He said the Hopkins trade will go down as one of the worst, if not the worst, in NFL history. When JJ Watt cussed Bill O'Brien out, that one time he was all of us. JJ cussed him out. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either. But good. I'm glad. I hope we do it again after seeing this interview.
Yeah. I mean, he was kind of he and Jack Easterby ruined the Texans for decades. Nick Caserio, D'Amico Ryans, and CJ managed to speed up the rebuild.
Yes, exactly. That's a great comment because it's so true. You know, that's why it left such a sour taste in Texans fans' mouths, man. And the reason why they couldn't get any damn tickets sold, man. But
Mr. Butt Chin ruined the Texans.
Yeah. Bruh, this is the sentiment, man. These are all Texas fans in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they know what the deal is. I mean, there's no watering that down. There's no line. There's no getting past that. We're gonna call you out. We was in the house, like you say, bruh.
Yeah, we were in the house. We were there when it was going down. 121 comments, and the majority of them are all from Texans fans going, "Nah, buddy, we're not finna just sit here and let you talk like that."
Nah, good, bro.
You screwed this up.
Man. Bro, I don't know. You know when traumatic things happen, you know how you remember where you were and shit. Like, and it's
yeah.
I never forget my heart dropping, man. You know, I was, you know, and it sucked the way that it happened. Like the news just came in. It was like, oh, Texans have traded for running back David Johnson. And at the time I was like, oh, okay. I remember David Johnson like had a phenomenal season, like that one season. I was like, this is a good addition to the team. Awesome. I think at the time we had like Carlos Hyde, or you know, we never had like 1,000-yard receiver after.
I remember Carlos Hyde.
Yeah, bro. So I was hyped. I was like, oh, cool. And I remember I was on some social media app, bro. Literally, I got on. I was like, what did we give up? And I'm thinking they're gonna say something like, you know, 3rd, 4th round pick, you know, because the Cardinals were literally gonna cut his ass. So I'm like, okay, we probably gave up nothing more than a 4th round pick, right? Dude, when somebody replied back and said D-Hop, I went through the 5 stages of grief, bro. I was in complete denial. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. There's no way. There's no way. Man, and then when I seen, like, I don't believe nothing until Schefter confirmed it, dog. When Adam Schefter confirmed it, I think I went to bed, bro. I was like, this was middle of the day. I just went to sleep, bro. I was like, nah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, man.
This is on ESPN's website. It said, my first instinct when I saw the terms of this trade was to worry whether or not Hopkins had lost a limb. My second instinct was to give the Texans side of this deal the same grade safety Tyrann Mathieu was awarded by his former team. Mind-bending, unexplicable trade for O'Brien, whose bizarre run as the Texans general manager is going to be the subject of a 30 for 30 documentary one day.
Facts. And I hope they put this bullshit ass clip that he just did in 30 for 30 just to see how delusional he sounds.
Yeah. Hey, no, hey, I didn't want to be the GM, you know?
Yeah.
They made me. He made me do it, you know?
Unbelievable.
Fucking hell, man.
It's unbelievable, man. But like I say, that's human nature, bro. Everybody's the hero in their own story. You know what I'm saying? And that accountability is hard to hold yourself accountable for stuff. But when you a leader and when you trying to hold those type of positions as a leader, like he was, or like he still, I'm sure, aspires to be, you know, I'm sure he wants a NFL job again or a head coaching job again. I hope he never gets it because he's incapable of holding himself accountable.
Right.
It's nuts. You can't be delusional. You can't be delusional and be the leader of men, literal men.
Yeah.
This is the NFL, bro. Exactly. Am I too worked up, bro?
No. I'm with you. I'm with you because I mean, like, that accountability is the number one thing that you look for in leadership, right? I didn't give the right direction. I messed up. I did the, you know what I mean? But now he's like, hey, I didn't want to be GM in the first place, right? I didn't want to be GM. They made me do it. I had no choice. Like, come on, man.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
I could just see Papa McNair. Come, Bill, you can do it. You can do it, Bill. And Bill be like, hell yeah, I can do it. Shit, you need me to be GM too? Shit, let's go. I'll do it.
I'm gonna call the plays. I'm gonna coach the entire team. I'm gonna be the GM. I'm gonna negotiate these terms. I'm like, you out your mind, bro.
Crazy.
You out your mind. This driving me crazy, man. Relatively slow news on the current Texans. That's what we worried about, man. You know, right. I try to usually be a relatively peaceful, optimistic person in my everyday life, Omar. So I'm gonna stop being negative. Yeah, I'm gonna let this man go do his thing, tell his lies to whatever podcast interviews that he want to do. I'm gonna let him make it. All right. I'm in a new relationship. I'm happy now.
We got a new girl.
We got a new girl. She bad. She bad. A new girl like sneaking out massage parlors. My mama like it. My mom.
She bad and my mama like her. My mama ain't even like your bitch ass.
My mama never liked you.
My mama never liked you anyway.
Oh man, yeah, that's this one, bro. This one. Yeah, everybody get along with this one, man. The dog, let him pet him and everything, man. That's it's good. We love our new relationship, bro. Not too much going on right now. Not a
lot, man.
Training camp, you know.
Kind of wrapping things up. When does we've been talking about this, is going down and getting our bet in. What is the
Yes. Yeah, we got to follow through on that promise, man. We are definitely going
Super Bowl. Let's see where we're at now. Plus 15. So we were plus 16. Now we're plus
1,500, man. So yeah, we mentioned it before, guys. If you don't know what we're talking about, we mentioned it before that we're gonna put our money where our mouth is because this entire channel is dedicated to our whole card belief. I don't know what the fuck I just said, but it's dedicated to our belief that the Texans are going to win the Super Bowl this year. This is the official bull run.
Right.
This is Texas run right now. This is Texas run this year. This is our year to get it. This is our official window. So we're gonna put our money where our mouth is, man. And we're gonna hop down to the nearest casino, which for us is in Louisiana. I think we discussed making a full-blown trip out of it, man. If you're gonna go to Louisiana, you gotta go to New Orleans, baby. You know,
you kind of have to, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we can stop anywhere along the way and go.
For sure.
But my guy was just down there. Shout out to my man Spider. He was just down there. He said that new Caesar's Palace is nice over there.
Come on, let's go.
Because there used to be Harrah's and now it's Caesar.
Oh,
Yeah,
I did not realize that.
yeah.
Okay.
And that's
All right.
who bought the stadium, because it used to be the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and
Let's
now
go.
it's the Caesar Stadium or Caesar Superdome, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we go ahead and head down that way and place that bet, and that way we'll be back.
Yeah, we're gonna hide some shit in New Orleans, bro. We're gonna, like, whether it's at the casino or maybe we'll just make a special trip to the Superdome. Just hide a little trinket or something in there.
Bury something in there.
We're gonna be back in February, baby.
Yo,
We
can
are
you
going
imagine how
back.
crazy that would be?
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
We gotta find something, get a little Texans trinket or something, and bury it somewhere or something.
Hey, is your belief hardcore enough, bro? Leave your wedding ring, bro. Leave your wedding ring hidden in the Superdome, dog. Because we going back.
I don't wear wedding rings, but that would be really, really committing.
That's committing, bro.
That'd be really committing. If I had one, I'd do it.
Let's go.
Go back and find it, but
yeah, it's happening, man. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna document it for you guys. We're gonna make a road trip out there. We're gonna go hang out in New Orleans for a little bit, place our bets on the Texans odds right now at the beginning of the season, because we are going to the Super Bowl. We're gonna win that thing, and obviously we'll keep you updated on how all of that goes, man. We're gonna invite some buddies that some characters.
That should be good. Should be good. Yeah, we're gonna try to figure that out. Matter of fact, we need to call Bubba too. We need to see what. Yeah,
some real degenerates.
Because we don't. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is that we don't really know shit about gambling. You and I, we're not big gamblers.
This is true.
At least I'm not.
This is true.
And we got some friends who are.
Yeah. Yeah,
some real gamblers. So
exactly, that would be a good opportunity for them to help break it down for us, and if anybody that's watching this and wants to kind of know as well the ins and outs and what they need to do to place their bets as well, if they're interested, man. So we'll definitely get that on the books, man.
Cool. Let's do that.
I think we did it, man. We just wanted to get on here and
talk about old butt chin.
Airing our grievances, man, and just go on a rant and get it out. Now,
it's part of the healing process, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like getting all the bad juju out, and you know what I'm saying? Like just I don't know if you know, in Mexican culture we do the egg. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro. I think I know more about Mexican culture than you do.
You probably do at this point, especially that aspect of it, because I know your wife's into it, so yeah. That's kind of the equivalent. Night. You know what I mean? It's just like getting all the bad juju out and clearing out all the bad, the bad stuff. So we gotta unfortunately run through.
Did your mom ever put the Vicks on your feet?
Oh yeah.
With socks and all
with
that
socks
stuff,
on? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah. Man, well, my son had a pretty bad cough the other day. We did that to him. We still do that on the chest and everything. Just completely rubbed down. Yeah.
Just lather that nigga up.
he went to bed. He didn't even want to touch himself. He's just like, I can't get comfortable.
Sticky.
Yeah. Good stuff.
But that's what's up, man. Yo, you rocking with us, man. Obviously, I know what to do. Look, nobody's new to YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share the shit with your friends. Let them know, hey, these guys, they some silly ass niggas, but they give us Texans info. They all about our team. That's what it's about, baby. Bull Run Sports, H-Town, Texans all day, man. We love y'all. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.